or I'm going to talk about, I'm going to tell you about, talk to you about. You said, now I don't know about the name. You were talking about KCC, and I could not understand. Are you talking about the players' names?
Team
name? Now I don't know about the name. It would sound a lot better if you said, now I'm not sure if they still use that name, or I'm not sure if they changed their name. I'm not sure if that team still exists. The way that you said that, I don't know about the name. It was hard to understand exactly what you meant. You said, I quit watching the sports game anymore. When you can take off anymore and say, I quit watching sports, or instead of saying quit, you can say, I don't anymore. I don't watch sports anymore. I don't do this anymore. I don't smoke anymore. Or I quit watching sports. I quit smoking. You would not use quit and anymore together. And I don't have any interest about that. It's okay. It just sounds much more better to say, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that anymore. Sonu.
Yeah.
It's really good experience of my life. Maybe you want to say, it was one of the best experiences of my life. It's a very strong statement, but it sounded like you had a great time. So it was one of the best experiences of my life. You also said Hongdae, Sinchon, any other place. I think you want to just Hongdae, Sinchon, and other places. And other places. You said all of sports need some power, but the sports don't need the power, you need the power, right? So maybe you just need to say, you need power to play most sports, you need power to be good at most sports, or you could maybe change the word need to require. All of sports require some power. And then the last one, you said obtained medal. A medal is not something you obtain, it's something you win. He won the medal. It sounds strange to say obtain the medal.
Okay.
Seijin, at the beginning you said because of family affairs. I forget what you were talking about. It just sounded a little bit strange to say family affairs.
Yogibeara.
Yeah. Because of his family background, his family history, sounds a lot better than because of family affairs. And then you said something, but I overcame. Then you ended your sentence. It is okay to say I overcame something, but you would start the sentence with I overcame this problem, blah, blah, blah. You would never end the sentence on overcame, but I overcame. If you want to end the sentence like that, you say, but I persevered. You could end your sentence with, but I persevered. But I fought through it. You would never end the sentence with the word overcame. It would always follow something up. And a similar thing, you said, if they don't have enough educational background. It's just because you used enough and background together. If they don't have enough education, if they didn't have a good education, or if they didn't have a strong educational background, the word enough and background doesn't really fit together like that. Ted, you said that's at the beginning. You were talking about your wife. You said that's the basic option.
don't mention it.
Just sounded strange. I don't even want to know. Next, he entered the New York Yankees. You don't really enter a team. When he started playing when he joined the New York Yankees. And you said, I jumped before him and he jumped later. The word later makes it sound like it was 나중에 as opposed to 이따 or
Then next?
I jumped before him and he jumped right after me or immediately after, or I jumped before him and then he jumped. Later just makes it sound later. Suyun, you said from roadkill animal, just roadkill. And you did say like that later on in the sentence. Just roadkill is definitely animal. You don't have to say roadkill animal. You said animal protection, and you were trying to struggle for what to say. He said ists, and then you said institutes. There was a little confusion there. He gave a good advice. You could say animal protectionists, ISTS. Also, another maybe better one, animal rights activists, is probably more commonly used. Animal rights activists. Animal protectionists is also okay.
I just want to say the organization.
Then animal protection institutes. That works. Animal protection, probably better. Animal rights groups. Animal rights institutes. Animal rights groups is probably the best. The owner's thought is very unique. I would say the owner's idea, we were talking about the company, the owner's idea is very unique. You could say the owner's thinking is very unique, but even that sounds strange. The owner's idea is very unique, or the owner has many unique ideas. You said, actually, I see this chart right now. I would say, actually, I'm looking at this for the first time, or actually, I'm just seeing this now. Actually, I haven't seen this yet. And one more, you said, did you stitch your tongue? If you say it like that, it means he actually did you get stitches? Did you get stitches? Oh, did he need stitches? Did you get stitches? And EK, you were talking about Christmas, and then you said the next day, just in that situation, the day after Christmas. Oh, if you're talking about in the future, and like especially because we're using Christmas as a reference point, the next day, usually the next day, I'm trying to imagine examples, is when we're talking about in the past, right? I went to Alaska, and then the next day I did this. That's more for past. I think if you're looking at the future, it would be, yeah, the day after tomorrow, the day after Christmas, the day after. You said evaluating the whole works and activities. It just sounds a little bit strange. Evaluating, oh, you're talking about your work, the works, evaluating all our work from this year, evaluating our year, evaluating everything we did this year, evaluating all our work this year. Works and activities doesn't really fit well together, and it just sounded a little strange. You said with consensus, it would be by consensus. My work is not about the film things. My work is not related to film. And to more little bit fat guy, just we say chubby. Chubby. And last one, when I was a kid and teenager. You cannot be a kid and a teenager. The word and just doesn't work there because you cannot be both at the same time. When I was a kid or teenager, when I was a kid or teenager, or when I was we'll just pick young, when I was young, something like that. The word and just didn't work there. Okay, any questions?
Thank you.
No? Okie dokie.
이거 유세훈이